Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, welcome to my Watertown Memory Wednesday, and today we're going to be working a little bit in this roof line and down in here. The color, I am not real sure of it. Hang on just a second. Is 869, and it's kind of a medium brown, if you will. It's got a little gold tone to it, so maybe it's a muted brownish gold. Let me pull you in so you can see what I'm doing. Kind of filling in the front part of the porch at this point. So how's everybody doing? Hope you're good. It is Wednesday. Yay! It's my Friday. Thank goodness. Yeah, kind of done for this week. Yesterday was absolutely freezing cold. I think it got up to maybe 45 yesterday. Holy cow. Yeah. And a slight breeze, but nothing too terrible, but it kind of drove the temperatures a little bit down. It was by 35 when I left there last night. Yeah, I was ready to get home. I had ramen for dinner just because it was warm and it was hot, and yeah. So, kicked up the heat and got warm inside. Today it's supposed to be 60 degrees, so go figure. Yeah, I got nothing. Oops. So, we'll see how warm it actually gets. Because I'm just not ready for all these cold temperatures. But it's supposed to be, 60 today, but it's supposed to be in the 50s like the rest of the week, but that won't make too much of a difference if we have a breeze. Yeah. What did I work on? I worked on the teacups yesterday for a little bit more. I started to put that background in, and it was supposed to be that, well, we'll call it a pale yellow for, I don't even know what the color number was. And I decided that it was just too pale to mess with. So in my stash of thread, I found a green. I have no idea what color number it is, but it was kind of a medium olive greenish. So yeah. And I started putting that in. I did get a little more done on the teacup. Didn't get quite finished. All I got is a flower to do before I do back stitching. If I want to do the back stitching at this point, we'll just have to wait and see. So, made a little progress on it. And that was all I stitched on yesterday. Some days I feel like stitching even when I come home, and others, not so much. Oh, itch. All this wind is just driving the dirt here, there, and everywhere because we haven't had any moisture. Gosh, what, 2 weeks-ish? Somewhere in there. So, yeah. So I'm excited about the teacup. I think I've maybe got 3 or 4 colors. I don't know. Like I said, it starts jumping in colors, like 4 or 5 stitches here and 6 or 8 stitches there. Sometimes it's not even worth getting out a full thing of thread, but I'm excited to finish one. So I don't know if I'll be so excited when I get back to it that I will not do the back stitching on the first one, but go ahead and just start on the a next one and see how far I can get that. So, fun times. So what's everybody else working on? Hope you're working on something fun, something exciting. I have no idea what I'm going to cook for this weekend, what the flavor of the weekend is going to be. Nothing's just jumped right out and said, fix me. So I know I got to go to the store. I got to get some bread. And probably some milk, but it'll be a quick trip. And then Friday, of course, I'll have to do the laundry in the morning so I can be ready for the Halloween parade in the afternoon. But it only takes me about, an hour to do the laundry. Maybe a little less. It depends on what dryers I get. But it's not that big of a deal. I'd rather get it all over with one fell swoop than have to work all. I need a drink of tea. I'm cold. Work on it, like all day long. Nope, can't do that anymore. So it's just as easy to go to the laundromat. And I really have no place for a washer or dryer. If that was even possible, maybe one of those apartment things, the stackables that would be real small, but I don't think this house is wired for that kind of a thing. And there's no, it'd have to be electric, so the plug-ins would have to be changed. So yeah, just go to the laundromat. It saves a lot of time and effort. Fun times, huh? And it doesn't bother me at all, no matter what the season, just to go do the laundry. Get you out of the house. Forces you to drive on snow some days, but it's not very far away, so not a big deal. Now my daughter, she just bought a new washer-dryer combo. Not a combo, but, they matched. And that was maybe 2 years ago. So they've got one of those smart ones. And I went over to her house to do the laundry, and it took like 4 hours. It was like, oh, I can't do this. Nope. So, because the cycles are longer, and it just go to the laundromat. And then I can run to the grocery store at the same time, make one big, huge trip. So I don't think I have to go any other place that I'm aware of. I hope not. They did finally finish working on that house they were trying to get ready to sell, so that was a good thing. So she's just kind of been hiding out and resting. She said her shoulder was about to fall off, but they got it done. So, fun times. Oh my goodness gracious. And I have no idea what one of these kits I'm gonna end up working a lot on this weekend. I never know. It's just kind of the way I how I feel. Sometimes I feel like the small 14 counts and make some progress there, but other times I want to work on these big ones. So, we'll see. I still got, it looks like 2, maybe, yeah, 1 or 2 more symbols there in that front. We'll call it a railing or whatever. I'm not real sure what they would call it, but yeah, we're going to call it the front part of the porch for lack of what we do. Might have a little bit more thread here. We'll see. So anybody going anywhere this weekend, doing anything fun and exciting? I think this weekend I'm gonna do the Blue Mountain, let's see, Blue Mountains and Pavilions. I have to find it first. I think it was sitting in something and I moved it to the other room when I had company because I had too many bags of stuff out. So, I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to try. Oh yeah, we can get a couple more. Got my handy dandy needle minder there. Needle minder / refrigerator magnet. Alright guys, I think that's about as far as it's going to go. And that still leaves the one up on top that has the actual number on it, so there's a lot of that green kind of interspersed down in here in the other front of the other building. So, we'll see. Whoops, I don't need everything. I'm going to take that out of my way. So it's coming along. Let me pull you out. Here we go. So it's beginning to look like the front of a building. I didn't know what these symbols were, so that's why I didn't do it. There's 4 or 5 lines, so that was it. This had the bigger amount. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're crawling across there, but we're getting there. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.